Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome my friends, and thank you for joining me here. Today, the 18th of April, our Easter is over with. Christ has risen. A resurrection is taking place not only in the skies and the heavens, but also in our own personal lives, individually and collectively, if we are talking about the astrology. The weekend was a difficult one. It was difficult, but with some blessings, if we're looking into the astrology, which logically this is a tarot reading. Let's see what's going on energetically, my dear friends. And we've got the Fool card. Wow. That's a wonderful message. It's Aries. Aries is where the eclipse is happening. A second new moon, which is a solar eclipse. We're already in these energies. Oh goodness, I would love to talk astrology with you. I don't know, I might do an astro update, but I'm trying to hold myself back from speaking too much astrology here. There's so much going on in the sky right now. So much is going on. Those of you that are not on Patreon, do consider joining us, as we do a lot of astrology on Patreon. Okay, if you're interested in how the energies affect us, because we are affected by what's going on up there in the sky, do join us on Patreon. Okay, a second consecutive new moon, which is an eclipse in Aries. It's a new cycle, or it's the continuation of a cycle that's already begun. Now, Aries, of course, it's about having that warrior spirit. It's enthusiasm. It's the individual taking that leap of faith. It's going head in first without thinking too much. Aries doesn't think. Let's see what's going on energetically, as the messenger is here. Thank you for being patient and waiting, as I was not uploading obviously around Easter. It's a time of family, it's a time of getting together with friends, honoring the resurrection of Christ. And with Pluto in Aquarius, obviously this is a resurrection that's going on for the world, for the cosmos. Let's see what's going on energetically, dear Spirit. Thank you for guiding me. Let's see what's playing out. What is the focal point? Six of Swords. Leaving troubles behind, moving towards some sort of equality, balance. This is the mind, right? It's air. Venus is in Gemini. So lots of communication, lots of playful energies, thinking about things that we love, people that we love, situations concerning money. This is all about transitioning. Can speak to possible movement and travel, right? Both cards can speak to movement. Just leaving troubles behind, leaving those 5 swords behind. Okay, and this could be a new cycle. Well, the eclipse, it's a new moon. It is a new moon, so new beginnings, where there'll be more peace, more tranquility, but there is a need to have the courage, to have the guts, to take that leap of faith, to continue that journey. Right? Aries is all about the mind, the thought, the initiative. Right, it's the seed. Let's see. Knight of Swords, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 2 fours. It's all about our emotional security, conversations around financial security, stability. I mean, this could be work related, this could be anything to do with business, my dear friends. Mercury is just about to turn retrograde just after the eclipse. So it's not about starting new things. It's about revisiting the past. And we see that the Knight of Swords is facing the past. Four of Swords is all about needing to heal. Remember, it comes after the Three of Swords. So there have been challenges, harsh words, injustices around our stability, around, the Four of Wands, remember, is an 11-11. Eclipses are portals. This can speak to some sort of an agreement, a contract, where business is concerned, marriage, some sort of an agreement, let's say. It does speak to family. It speaks to happiness, speaks to potential for happiness, people coming together. It's about feeling stable. Fours always speak to the home, our emotional security, our financial security, where we feel safe, where we feel loved. This is a brand new cycle. Remember also that with the fours, they come after the threes, and threes are all about expansion and growth. Threes can also speak to external noise and other people being in a situation. So we know 2 is balance, 3 is a crowd. There could be imbalances here, and logically there are 5 swords here if we count the 4 and the 5th sword. But the main card here is the 6 of Swords, so it's about transitioning away from trouble. The potentiality here is stability and happiness, togetherness, camaraderie, support as well. Remember that the 4th natural house of Cancer is ruled by the moon, so it's all about emotions. It's about the psyche. It's about things that maybe were, or possibly also fears or hurts or past grievances within our psyche that could be coming up at this time. Yes, it could be connected to family, it could be connected to the past, to a past relationship, to a possibly also injustices, as I said, fights, legalities, possible separation and divorce. For some, let's continue. Wow, we do have Taurus here in the Hierophant, which does speak to marriage, some sort of a contract, traditions, or family, the hierarchy. Remember, the North Node is in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is up in Gemini. Well, up in Gemini, in the sign of Gemini. And Gemini comes after Taurus. So it's all about playful energies. It's all about needing to understand, to connect, to visit or to revisit a situation. It does speak about our environment as well. Gemini, which is a dualistic sign, is all about decisions, needing to make decisions. They could be connected to family, siblings as well, relatives, collaboration, anything to do with business and commerce as well. Remember, Mercury is going to retrograde in Taurus, so we are looking at our values, at our money, whether we feel loved, secure, emotionally looked after. Even if we're looking at our money, right? Taurus is what we own. It's the land we own, right? It's our money in the bank. The High Priest speaks to faith as well. Faith and a great wisdom. This could also be advice from someone that is advising you. Or I always look at the keys here. There are 2 keys. Speaks to choices. Speaks to second chances. It speaks to property. Taurus is the land. It's what the land provides us. Financially, are we stable? Are we Are we giving our bodies what they need to sustain, to have the energy, to have the stamina to continue on this journey or to start this journey? I mean, this could be a second chance. Remember, we had a new moon a month ago at the 0 degrees of Aries, and now we've got a solar eclipse, a second new moon in the area of Aries. Depending on your rising sign, Aries would be in a particular area for you. So I do see this as a second chance. And remember, eclipses are very powerful. There are so many new moons all in one. So it's all about choices, of course. Remember that Aries is the warrior. Aries is Mars ruled, and Mars is in Cancer, which is the home, which is the past. So there can be frustrations. There can be anger. There can also be nagging and distress and possible hardships within a home, connecting to a home, property, whatever this is. Let's continue. We've got the World card. And the World card speaks to some sort of an accomplishment, an ending of a cycle. Remember, where we've got Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign, right? Taurus and Aries are very close together, and this eclipse is at the last minutes of Aries, which is also affecting Taurus. So we're looking at our values. We're looking at fixated energies. This is the major arcana. It's the karma dharma, which says, yes, there will be initiative. Yes, there will be change. There's a new season opening up. So where there's been fixated energies, with the World card, which speaks to Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, those signs or those particular areas within your horoscope, this is a card of accomplishment and major life cycles ending. If there's been no value, if there's been a promise which hasn't been delivered, I get promise, I don't know why, because we know that a commitment, a contract is a promise. Where there's been no delivery of what's been promised, there will be an end. An ending to a contract, right? And remember also that the High Priest is about spirituality, beliefs, and religion, what we believe. And we see a lot of green, a lot of hope here. Green is also the heart chakra, right? Where there's heart, we take that leap of faith. Where there's no heart, you know, this fool will fall off the cliff, will not be protected, because he believes that that spirit has his back, that he is protected, and that he's got that fighting spirit to take this journey, right? And it's all up to him, up to the individual, because Aries is the individual. Opposite is Libra, which is two, right? The couple, the partnership, other people in our lives. It's not about coming to an agreement. The new moon, the solar eclipse, is happening in Aries. It's about the individual. If there's heart, if there's self-worth, if there's value, then that leap of faith will be taken. The potential is here, accomplishment, and a new cycle. Oh my goodness. That would have to be it, right? The devil. Saturn squaring over to Venus. These past few days, we've had these energies playing out, no doubt. Feeling unloved, fearing that, you know, there's a trap. I feel that this is more about fear, that there is going to be a trap here, right? The devil, being Capricorn, is heavy responsibility. It's leadership. We've got Aries, Capricorn. So we've got a lot of cardinal energy as well as fixed. What I get, because this is the main card here, is that the fixed energies are ending. It's like the energy of Taurus, right, with this solar eclipse, which is the most fixated sign of all. And we've got strong Aries and Capricorn, which are cardinal energies, new cycles, new seasons, new taking those leaps of faith, being the elder, right? Being the elder, taking responsibility. Remember that these are fears. This is a fear that's holding you back here. It's called the shadow side, and we all have those fears, those subconscious fears in the shadow side within us. We have to overcome that. What I see here in the card is the light comes in, and with an eclipse, right, the light closes up, ends, and we've got a moment of being in the darkness. But we need to overcome that fear as the light will come through. The light of the sun, which will be blocked out, will come through, and we will have the clarity of mind, clarity that comes through from others. We've got two very strong Saturnian energies here. So Saturn is the Lord of karma and timing, right? And Saturn is also the rewards when the effort, the work has been done. But as I said, also Saturn is the elder, the wiser, the more experienced. We've got the Empress, my dear friends. What better card to end up with? The Empress is here, so Taurus, Libra. Taurus, Libra, obviously Venusian energy. So if there's been some sort of a block, or because Venus squaring over to Saturn, we've got Venus and Saturn here, right? This is coldness where love is concerned. This is limited abundance. This is holding back on what we love. This is protecting what we love. This is not fearing, taking charge. And remember, she's a 3, and 3s always speak to a possible success, expansion and growth. That the prize is here, the abundance is here. Remember that she is creating. She's got a baby. She's got something that she's creating within her womb. And the moon is the mother. It is the womb. Second new moon, consecutive new moon in Aries, promises that something is going to be birthed. For some, it will take a little bit longer than others. We do see the Empress here, which is all about nurturing, coming from a place of nurturing, being the mother, creating on our own, possibly. Remember that she's got the power to create. She creates, but she also is very patient. She's very patient. Venus now transiting through Gemini can be very, very playful indeed, very much about needing to understand, just like, when two birds come together, they flutter and they play, right? They connect, or two butterflies, right? That's how I see the Empress here. It's all about play. And as I said, with Venus in Gemini, it's all about playful energies, not being within the fear. Ask the important questions that you need to ask so that you could get your answers. The promise here is great as long as we overcome, right? Something is either closing, you need to close. Is it a karmic chapter in your life? Is it a karmic cycle? We've got 4 major arcana cards that are ending this reading. This is very, very powerful. Very powerful indeed. Now, remember that also Mars being in Cancer, Cancer is right opposite to Capricorn. So it's like a bit of a tug of war, as Mars is quite weak in Cancer. So there's frustration, there's a sense of not knowing one's power, not trusting in their ability to manifest. All this could just speak to issues where a home, where creating a new home or a new foundation or something that will give you a sense of security, emotional, physical, practical, right? And obviously soon Venus will also enter Cancer. So I'm wondering if that is not going to be a very important time, obviously, because Venus within the homes gives us more emotional security, more happiness in our private lives as well as in our where we reside in our countries. I mean, the moon also speaks to it speaks to where you reside, your home, your country. The moon also speaks to humanity. It's the people on a more collective scale. I love that we've got this promise here. And we've got a 4 and then a 3. So I guess with Mercury retrograde, we'll be revisiting past situations, no doubt. It's as though this is the hand of spirit, right? Taking charge. We've got shaky energies here, back and forth, right? Because we do go from a 5 to a 3, right? Again, it's like revisiting the past. Let's see what's at the bottom. We see the 9 of Pentacles in this deck. I love this card because she's already pregnant. She's creating something. She knows that she is worthy of standing very strong on her own. She is the individual. This is very Virgo-ish, very Virgo, being of service, working extra hard, being practical, having the ability to discern, to look at the finer details. She works very hard towards building, the Garden of Eden. She's amongst so many riches. And I do see this energy very much as more the minor arcana of the Empress. So there's 2 cards that speak to a birthing process. So this is obvious. And of course, this is the individual, singlehood for some people, being pregnant with an idea that you're working on. This is literal pregnancy for some people here, obviously. What's beneath that? And we've got the Ace of Cups. So I guess that whatever we are creating will fill our cups. And of course, this is self-love, self-respect. She knows her worth. Yeah? What's beneath that? Oh my God, my dear friends. Oh my goodness, we've got the Tower. So there's going to be an aha moment, some sort of an awakening, a major shift, and a possible new beginning, right? A new beginning that brings a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness, and a lot of security where love is concerned, where emotions, where finances are concerned. What's beneath the Tower? Because with the eclipse, we all are going through Tower moments. What's beneath that? And we've got the 8 of Wands, Cupid's love arrows, changes, quick changes, lots of messages, those arrows of love or of passion, bringing in the changes, bringing in the awareness here. Very interesting indeed. Dear Spirit, can you please guide us through the energy oracle? What is it that we need to know? Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Caring connections. And storm warning, which is like a tower. But it's in the reverse. And it is a 10. So we've got We've got a love connection here, some sort of a partnership. It's like this Tower has probably happened already for a lot of you. For others of you, this is like, the storm warning is like, could be like you're just, it could be ahead of you or it could be just behind you. That's what I'm getting here. I want to read the reverse message. Let's see what the storm warning, which is a number 10, what the message is. This card reversed indicates that the dark times are behind you, or at least beginning to fall away. You can take heart that sunny skies and better times are on the horizon. This new light may bring a time of reassessment and redirection for you. Let yourself consider where you want to go next. Also, spend some time reflecting on the difficulty that has passed. What was the lesson for you? Whether it's about self-love or empowerment, remember to bring these intentions and the lessons learned into your bright new path. I have the power to overcome any obstacle. No matter what is going on, I can be strong, confident, and self-directed. See, it is all about being the elder, overcoming any fear, and knowing that we've got the ability to create. We have got the Empress within us, but we've also got the devil within us. That shadow side of us is within us. We need to hold on to the faith. We know that we can and we should put endings to anything toxic in our life and bring light into our life. Bring love into any situation. She is patient. She is understanding. She is loving. She's nurturing. She's abundance. All these things are the Empress. So let's see emotionally what's going on with the Moonology Oracle. And I want to say again, I mean, we need to feel whole within ourselves. We are also our own fool. When the opportunity arises, you need to be ready to take this leap of faith. Otherwise, you'll have to wait another cycle, another opportunity for another opportunity. And believe you me, these times are very, very much about fate, destiny. Remember, eclipses are portals, and in a couple of days we are entering into a huge portal which will end on the 5th of May with another eclipse. So expect the unexpected, expect tower moments, expect sudden radical events to take place. Let's see emotionally. What is the advice for us? And where the moon is concerned, it does speak to our emotional security, past, mothers, anything to do with our mothers, being the mother, being the father, doesn't matter. The Empress and the moon speaks to the motherly figure that nurtures, loves, and brings a self-assurance to those that she loves, she or he loves. Let's see where we are at this time. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, my dear friends. So, full moon in Taurus was obviously in the time of Scorpio, which that was last year. So in the Scorpio period, let me just check something. Yes, we had the full moon. It was the 8th of November, which happened. It was a full moon in Taurus. So this message, this reading is sort of pointing back to last year. Last year on the 8th of November, that was a very, very difficult eclipse. That eclipse was on Uranus, my dear friends. And Uranus is a tower moment. So 6 months have passed since that. So usually 6 months is a major cycle, obviously, because if there was a new moon in May of last year, a new moon in Taurus. The full moon happened to be in the time of Scorpio, as I said, on the 8th of November, which was also the midterm elections for the US. And now we're coming up to a new moon in Taurus, but here we've got the full moon in Taurus, so this could also speak to, again, the next eclipse seasons, right? Which that particular full moon in Taurus will be happening. It will be a lunar eclipse again, and it will be on the 28th of October. So I don't know how that speaks to you. The fact is that we've got Taurus there. We've got 2 Taurus cards here. Remember, the North Node is in Taurus. Lots of fated events are playing out. So Spirit is saying that your dreams need a practical plan, right? Something is culminating in the area of Taurus. Something is completing. Beautiful. So again, we're talking to Venus. And because Mercury will be retrograding in Taurus, you will be revisiting situations connected to last November, end of October, November, and now when we're going to have a new moon in Taurus for sure. Some of you could be connecting with a Taurus. I mean, we've got strong Taurus, Capricorn, we've got the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio. But it does say that the storm warning is like moving away. I would say for some of us, that tower, this tower here will be playing out around these eclipses. So for some of us, this storm warning or this aha moment or this challenging weather condition, celestial event, call it what you want. It can be a literal storm warning. As we know, when eclipses happen on fixed signs, because this eclipse is touching the 0 degrees of Taurus, we could have earthquakes, right? And even on the 5th of May, which will be, that's going to be the new moon in Taurus, right? That's a fixed sign. So we'll be having earth-shaking events, literal, metaphorical, and we'll be seeing all these things. But there's a caring connection here. There's people who care for us. Now, of course, it shows here a divine feminine, divine masculine. So this is very prominently speaking to relationships. We do see flowers blooming. It's spring is in the air. Look at this beautiful energy here. Look at the blooming here, the flowers. Right? There are many possibilities, and I would say this is more about a choice. The choice is within you. Do you want to be in this energy, or do you want to be in this energy? Do you want to fall back into something dark because you fear taking that leap of faith? The choice is ours. Okay. Let me take just a couple of cards. I would like to take one on each. Let's put this card down. I want to see what's going on with the High Priest. Nine of Wands. Someone having gone through a lot of hardships but still standing. Still having that fighting spirit. That's what this Nine of Wands shows. She doesn't actually look like she's been burnt or hurt or cut or something like that. Of course, everyone's situation will be different. She looks quite powerful, actually. She looks quite powerful. She's still got the fight within her. Or this is like, it's like a blockage, like a wall that's up. Let's take one more on that. We've got the Magician. The Magician, which is communication. It's an ace. It's a new beginning. It's communication. It's having the ability to make the magic. Remember, Venus in Gemini. This is a Gemini and a Virgo card. It's Mercury. So we will be revisiting the past. It is concerning our beliefs, a commitment, a contract, our beliefs. What is the World card here? We've got the Six of Wands, so we will successfully close up a cycle, a life cycle that was necessary. Of course, the World card could also speak to possible travel, dealing with a foreigner. We did see travel, we saw the Eight of Wands, messages through social media, through the internet. What is this fear about? And of course, Six of Wands is Leo energy. It's a card of balance. It's a card of success, being congratulated for a job well done, for an ability to close a major karmic cycle, having received the lessons. What is the Devil about here? We've got the Hanging Man. Pisces, this is incredible. I mean, Saturn in Pisces. This is all about seeing the clarity, not fearing looking into the darkness, not fearing taking off those rose-colored glasses, and trusting that this is coming to an end. Remember, the Hanging Man is Pisces. It's the 12th house. It's an ending of the fear, possible ending of a narcissistic, a difficult partnership, relationship. You know, the Devil can also speak to being intoxicated. That could be something literal as well. Because Pisces can speak to medicines or, you know, drugs or alcohol, anything like that. This is like needing to trust. Someone's seen the light here. Their sacrifice or their hard work is being seen by others, by a particular person. No more blockages, no more fears. The work has been done. The result, the potential is here, or that someone needs to wait a little bit longer. Way too many. Let's take the Empress here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my dear friends. The Tower on top of the Empress. Five of Wands. And the Death card. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is Pluto. This is Scorpio. We've got Taurus, Scorpio. What's going on here, this major shift, because the main card is the Empress, remember. This is letting go of the fears. This is letting go of the intoxication, the poison. Remember, the South Node is in Scorpio. The fears, letting go of an ending. Letting go of an ending that needs to happen so that the light, the abundance, the love can come in. This is what the Tower speaks to here. What is this Four of Swords, dear Spirit? What is this Four of Swords? Exactly. Thank you very much. This is the card that came through in our last reading, the card of karma. We are in eclipse energies, dear friends. It is a time of judgment. Judgment does speak to second chances. It does speak to spirit, help us, bring a resurrection within our lives. This is what's promised here with the Four of Wands. The portal opens. This is an open portal. Send your wishes out to spirit. Remember, it's a new moon. You need to send your intentions, set your intentions, and send them out to spirit. What is this Nine of Pentacles? We've got the Three of Pentacles. Even if you cannot see the result right now, because we do see someone that cannot see, and they're sort of feeling into the energies, that there can be collaboration, that there will be expansion. This speaks to work, having put in the work. Or because we've got a 9 and a 3, right? The nine of Pentacles speaks to the individual. 3 can speak to other people being involved, or a love triangle or something like that. But also there's 12 Pentacles here. 12 is the Hanging Man. It's Pisces. This is like someone having sacrificed so much, but still believing that they can make this happen, that they can, that their efforts have been noticed, that it's like someone being up on stage. That's what I get with the 3 of Pentacles. It's like the recognition of the work having been done, of the power of the individual to create the life that they desire. Let's take one more. And there is a decision here which is not easy. Another 2 Pentacles, that's 15. That's 14. 14, which is again Temperance. We do have the number 14 here, caring connections. 14 is Temperance, and Temperance does speak to divine timing, of course. So I usually see the 2 of Pentacles as things being up in the air, but it also speaks to the infinity symbol. It's like, again, going back, right? Going back, it's all about we've got practical matters that we're needing to tend to. It does speak to money. It does speak to securities. Look at all those Pentacles. Practical matters. Your dreams need a practical plan. This is putting in the effort, even if you cannot see the outcome yet. What's at the bottom? 5 of Swords. Not an easy energy. It's like dark thoughts. It's like challenges within the mind, right? Looking at the details too much, revisiting back and forth. That's Venus in Gemini. Has difficulty in making decisions, right? She needs to do her research. But we also see here, we see a metamorphosis going on. It's all about the mind. It's all about the information, because we're going to be seeing a lot of things. We're going to be having a lot of disclosures, understanding. Things that have been hidden are going to come to light. These are the eclipse energies. It's been really heavy, but we're coming to a possible ending of the heaviness, right? We see our goal. We see it there. Maybe, playing mind games is something really heavy. Someone doesn't want to take part in mind games or any litigation or harsh words or cutting words or anything like that. 5 of Swords is a very difficult card, I must say. But going through these difficulties will bring the change. Will bring the change. That's what we see here with the dragonfly, right? Which is, it speaks to spirit. It speaks to luck. It speaks to metamorphosis. A lot of karma is playing out. And we're going to be sitting in the first seat. We've got front row seats with this eclipse, my dear friends. So are you ready for that? Let's take a message from the gods. See what Spirit and the gods want to advise. This is really incredible. Venus and Pluto. This is depth. This is jealousy. This is the power of control, being controlled where money is concerned, or values, or this could speak to prosperity. We had a good connection of Pluto and Venus, but that is slowly moving away. And it's, with the eclipse practically on the 0 degrees of Taurus, whatever is being eclipsed out of our lives is going to make space for something new. So something karmic, no doubt, is being let go. But there's a lot of fear around it. That's why we've got the Tower. Spirit says there shouldn't be any fear, but if you cannot make those changes, I will make them for you. That's what Spirit is saying. What do the gods want us to know? What is the message? Thank you, Spirit. And we've got Pandora and hope. Oh my goodness. Pandora's box, right? Number 38, which equals an 11. The last thing that was left in Pandora's box was hope. Hope is the last thing to die. But before that, there's chaos. There's chaos, and that's what eclipses are all about, chaos. Chaos is there for change, but it's never easy. Eclipses are never easy. But don't lose faith. It's a new moon. Let's read the message. Pandora, her name means all gifts, was crafted by Hephaestus on the order of Zeus. She was sent a gift as a gift. She was sent as a gift to mankind with a jar or a box. Curious about what the jar contained, she opened it, and all the woes of mankind spilt forth. Hunger, hard labor, disease, and pain. Yet left within the jar was hope. And this is exactly what's playing out in the world, right? Hunger, hard labor, disease, and pain, right? The message says, why is hope in the jar with all the sorrows? Is hope the one thing that counteracts all the woes of mankind? Hope is the spark of light that shines inside us no matter what we experience or know about life, and without it, we would probably wither and die. To have no hope is to be without reason, and the burden of our inevitable fate would prove ultimately unbearable. Yes, my dear friends, hope is the last thing to die. When there is no hope, that's when disease comes in. That's when depression comes in. That's when there is no life, when there is no hope. Faith is a belief held strong. Hope is a prayer. These are two very different things. Regardless of personal beliefs, hope is the prayer that our lives will have meaning. If we are starving in a desert, hope drives us on, and the moment hope is lost, we die. Hope is our connection to possibility, and that is what keeps us going, no matter what. Without hope, we are defeated. If you have pulled this card today, you may have been experiencing a period of confusion, frustration, or even despair. You may also have recently experienced a loss of some kind. This could be as simple as finding that something you had hoped would be present or helpful in your life is not there at this time. Let me read that again. This could be as simple as finding that something you had hoped would be present or helpful in your life is not there at this time. Well, there's some sort of a mistake here and it doesn't make sense. But yeah, so you expected to have something that you hoped for, which hasn't panned out for you. This card is letting you know that we can never truly predict the way things are meant to occur in life. We can only take responsibility for ourselves and how we choose to act. The moment we think we know how something should be, it tips on its head and turns out completely different. If something has not worked out, it is for one of two reasons. Either you are not ready for it or there is a better way. Regardless of what is occurring for you, this is a time of renewed hope. A new feeling will begin to brew inside of you, and you may begin to receive signals from the world around you that new opportunity is coming to you now. There is a universe of opportunity available to you right now, but it cannot be found in the old ways or the old places. This is the time for seeking out new paths, feelings, or ideas, and taking new risks. There is the word risk with a fool. So it is a time of taking risk and when something hasn't panned out the way you had hoped for, let's wait and see what this may be with these energies here. Remember, the initial energy was the Empress. And let me just show you the card up close. Remember, look at how she's holding on to the Pandora's box so tightly. It's like she's really sort of not open. I would say that she needs to ease that embrace on whatever it is that she hoped for and see what how spirit steps in, right? Because it reminds me of the Four of Pentacles, the Miser card, right? So obviously this speaks to a new opportunity. Remember, it is an 11. 11 is all about openings. So do not lose hope. There will be a lot that will be playing out, things that are not easy. That's what we could see with the Tower, which has showed up twice. There's a possible storm warning, but there's also a connection here. Unexpected turns of event. Some of you may have lost hope, but something may show that there still is hope, or things will be done differently. Okay? Remember, new beginnings. Karma is playing out. All right, my dear friends, I think I will leave it at that today. I hope that this helped you with some messages, some understanding of what's going on. Powerful energies are playing out right now. So let's just go with it. Remember to take some time out in quiet and meditate if you can. I will be back tomorrow with a twin flame soulmate reading, and we'll be doing the yes please, so you'll be able to ask for your own personal love messages with my handwritten love cards. I did promise that last week, so make sure that you are subscribed, okay, that you're receiving the notifications. I will probably premiere it, so I'll be there with you. Okay, I'm looking forward to connecting with you tomorrow, my dear friends. And yes, I am still doing astrology readings. Someone asked me in the comments. I am doing tarot readings, astrology readings, right? Deluxe readings, a mixture of a bit of astrology and tarot. So those that are interested in a personal reading, do touch base with me. You can write to me through Gmail, divinedebut11@gmail.com, or you can get my website. It's beneath this video, obviously. It's divinedebut11.net, right? What else do I need to tell you? We've done a couple of extra videos on Patreon. Saturn in Pisces, what that means. We do a lot. We do a lot on Patreon. We've done the eclipses. We've analyzed the eclipses as well that are happening this year. So yes, of course, during summer, I will be taking a bit of a break again. So just keep that in mind. Right now is a good time, even though the energies are very challenging and very changeable with the eclipses, and eclipses can play out for quite some time, and they've been already activated. But yeah, whatever you need, email me, write to me, and I am there for all of you. Love to connect with all of you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting, and for your beautiful wishes for my daughter's birthday as well. That's just she had her birthday last Friday. Thank you so much, my dear friends, and I'm wishing you well where your personal lives are concerned, and just hoping for the easiest metamorphosis and transition of our collective lives, for the collective on a whole, as these times are very challenging for many people out there. Sending you lots of love, lots of light, and always trying to remember that the person you're dealing with, that could be coming from a bit of stress, they may be talking to you a little bit harsh or sudden, Please try and understand that they're feeling the energies as well. Try and be patient, loving, just like the Empress, if possible. Try and keep the peace. Peace comes from within. We need to make sure that we are at peace, loving, nurturing ourselves, and then being able to do that for others and the people that we love as well. So I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll be back. Namaste, everyone.